There we go. Kind of awkward. I see why people get dedicated stream PCs now. How the fuck is that drone sanded? I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead shield. Fucking weird ass Maurice. Just skinned Akita when he added Mind Flayer. Dude, hell nah, dude. Mind Flayer is way too fine to not be added, bro. We gotta thank Akita for adding Mind Flayer. W Faps. Yeah, W yams. Fucking slipping and sliding everywhere, dude. Oh, come on, parry, you idiot. What? Jesus. So intense. But yeah, target the random schism and not the Maurice that's actually firing the beam. Nice one. Nice one, game. How long have I been playing Ultrakill? I've been playing Ultrakill for 3 years now, since 2023. Did you guys see that filth just staring into the corner? What the heck was that? You guys actually hear my keyboard that badly, dude? Dude, TikTok fucking noise cancellation is so bunions, it's insane. I mean, but also my keyboard is loud as fuck, but like, it's both. It was scared, yeah. Bind for arms. I have G set to the knuckle blaster, E set to feedbacker, and then mouse 5 is my switch arm button. Not notice the background as a wrath. Yeah, it's for them from the volumetric skyboxes mod. Why am I dead, dude? Dude, where's my fucking parry? What? Why do you fire oil up instead of at the ground? Because it'll come back down and it'll like spread out across the arena for me. Dude, how was I not in range of a parry there? I got absolutely robbed once again. Oh, shit. YouTube stream's been black this whole time. God damn it. It's okay. I guess I didn't miss anything important. I assume. Thanks for stopping by. Half of the deaths in Cybergrind are rarely skill and mainly BS. I wouldn't say that. I would say it's more like 10%. Maybe 10%. Probably lower. Like, I would say that, like, easily more than, like, 90% of, like, Cybergrind deaths, like, could have been avoided with, like, the proper, like, foresight. Like, because I also feel like that, like, even, like, sometimes, like, bullshit deaths could be avoided with foresight. Okay. That was so fucking bad, dude. Dude, like what is this? I go from like getting like consistent wave 100s to like dying on the first wave. I guess that was second wave, but like holy fucking centuries, bro. Annoying ass gutterman. Fucking die. Okay, that was dumb, dude. I fucking... What anime do I hate the most? Easily the Mirror Reaper. Use Maurice nukes a lot. Do you think that they're optimal? What do you mean by Maurice nukes? If you mean like core nukes with the rail cannon, then no. But I do think that those are optimal. I just don't use them. Yeah, core nukes, they're definitely optimal. I just don't use them personally. No, it wasn't an auto nuke. It was I got to 20 HP somehow. I don't know. And then I fired my core hit scan, and I didn't wait long enough for the explosion to die down, so I just walked right into the explosions, basically. How about Maurice chargebacks? I love Maurice chargebacks. I can't really say that they're like probably the most optimal thing to do. I mean, they're definitely not bad. But I mean, like, I think that they're fun, and I think that's justification enough to do them, honestly. Dude, no, power's goated, dude. Best enemy in the game, in fact. You're the greatest content creator of all time. Really, dude, like, what is this? Dead. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. Fucking Meeper. Give you inspiration to make Cybergrind vids daily. Yeah, definitely, dude. The world needs more Cybergrind content. No, dude. No way. There's no way, dude. Power is amazing, dude. Fucking Providence Orb. Yep. Best enemy in the game. What are you aiming at? Over here is probably my favorite attack to parry. Yup. Dude, there's nothing more satisfying than like hitting a flick and parrying a radiant power doing spear combo. I wasn't expecting such a good player to see my video, honestly. Dude, there's literally like 2 Cybergrind videos uploaded like every single day, right? And I'm one of them. So, like, yeah, I definitely will see it, dude. Shotgun or jackhammer? They're both good. If that's what you're asking. If you're asking my preference, obviously, it's jackhammer. Hey, dude, more fucking sentries, dude. Like, what is this, dude? I feel like I've gotten like a million billion sentries. Ooh. That was definitely not what I intended. It's my favorite layer. Probably. Actually, that's a good question. I have no idea. I'd upload more Cybergun content, especially on YouTube. I decided to play like shit as soon as I hit record. Yeah, me and Ozzy were talking about that actually. It's literally just that like fucking the observer effect, dude. Literally, what you have to do is like somehow like block it out of your brain that you're like recording yourself, right? And so I've sort of done that by like just always recording. So like I've sort of like blurred like the difference between like when I choose to record versus when I'm not recording, because essentially I am always recording. So like even if I'm not actually like pressing record, I have like my replay buffer on or something. V2, kind of know that me. V2 is watching your stream. What's up? How many total hours do I have in this game? I have 1.4k hours now. That's so sad. Yeah, I've lost it, you guys. I don't know. I got 2 good runs, and then that was it. Not super easy to do, but I find a lot better when I'm listening to music than I get in the zone. Yeah. Definitely having music helps distract you. All right, okay. One more run, and if this is another bad one, then probably call it for tonight. I have a sleep schedule to fix. Don't think I got that charge back, unfortunately. I always just forget to record my runs. We tried playing Jacket multiplayer, maybe Polarized. Yeah. Yesterday I was. And dude, it was so fucking buggy. It was insane. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I've been traumatized basically from like how many like good runs that like I didn't record because I forgot to press record, especially if it was like I remembered like halfway through the run basically. But yeah, I've been way too traumatized to ever do that again. And that's like part of the reason why I started streaming, was so that I would have like a easier time basically, like cuz managing VODs like is a lot easier than like MP4 files. So I simply stream and get all the bad runs and all the good runs instead of like filtering through or hoping that the one I'm recording right now is going to be a good run. Oh, what's up, Kirby? Yeah, you actually came in at like the last second, dude. I was actually... My God. I was actually saying that this was probably going to be the last run, if it's bad. Dude, sentries on this map is literally hell on earth, basically. Oh. What? 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 How did I get scammed on both those chargebacks, dude? What? I swore I know how to charge back sentries, dude. That was a scam, dude. Yeah, I kind of expected that because I saw you streaming way earlier. Yeah. I actually don't know how long I've been live for because, well, I don't know. Maybe TikTok tells me, but like my fucking YouTube stream just died because my OBS crashed, bro. Yeah, I do stream on YouTube, but it's kind of dead over there. I kind of just stream on YouTube just for the VOD mainly. Because, you know, I'm not recording fucking 4 hours of Ultrakill at a time, dude. I'd run out of space in the first, like, 20 minutes, basically. Maybe I need to do some drills on, do a refresher on charge back in sentries. Because I think I missed the first one because I just started like falling differently. Like my velocity changed, so the coin didn't track with me. But then the second one, dude, I honestly have no idea. Fat bitch. Oh my gosh. I'm dead here. Okay, I'm dead shield. I'm dead shield. What's your favorite weapon in the game? Probably the marksman pistol with 255. Even more machine plating than me itself. What's up? What do you think about the fraud secret level teaser? It looks interesting. Whoa. Was that a fucking... What the heck even happened there? Was that a fucking double chargeback with one coin? What the hell? Why don't you ever Death Star as a wave start? I don't know. Sometimes I do if I'm like stuck off the arena when the wave transitions. Yeah, split chargeback. I was watching Nifsky earlier. Been really wanting to watch him get the first SMB1 Taz tie. Not gonna lie, Kirby, I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm sorry. I actually don't even think I know who that is, actually. Oh, Super Mario Bros. He's the top runner of the game and currently trying to tithe for any percent. Interesting. Wait, so is that being streamed on like TikTok as well, or? Notice how we're talking about speedruns? I do notice that. And that's all I'm doing is noticing it, dude. Twitch and YouTube? I see. You know, I was considering on whether or not I should bother streaming on Twitch, like, because clearly my OBS is already dying, like, streaming on YouTube. But I was looking at the Ultrakill category, like, on Twitch, dude, and it's so fucking dead. Like, it's insane. I mean, like, the only reason, like, I consider it is because, again, just, like, the VOD, basically. That's literally it. But, like, on one hand, like, it's dead, so, like, I could so easily, like, munch up all the viewers, but then on the other hand, like, I literally like get more viewers like on TikTok than like there are like total amount of viewers like on Twitch for Ultrakill. You actually go watch Ultrakill streams on Twitch a lot? See if there's any Ultrakill streams happening. Yeah. And honestly, I would say, like, honestly, like, the most part, like, it's not even like active streamers, like, at least when I checked. I don't go on there. I haven't gone on there like often enough, I guess. But when I've gone on there before, like, it was never like Ultrakill streamers, you know? It was more like streamers playing Ultrakill, if that makes sense. TikTok views wise is probably the best platform for stream. I just hate how it actually works. Oh yeah, 100%, dude. Fucking TikTok Live, like their studio app, dude. Absolute bunions, dude. Terrible fucking platform, dude. Like, why won't it just let me use OBS, dude? Actual fucking scams, dude, I swear. Escaping the YouTube streams was the best thing ever for me. Yeah, but YouTube like is not very good for like growing, because like also like I don't have enough subs like for people to even send gifts on there, whereas like TikTok you can just get that right off the back. All is left. You. Surprised by watching this. TikTok Studios text editor breaks every other fucking time I use it. Yep. Yeah. Just the editor in general is so bad, dude. It's so fucking bad, dude. It can't even handle like playing back a video. Like if you add a fucking thing on it. Very scared of finishing my tutorial because it might just flop after all that effort on YouTube. Well, like you're not actually like using like, because what I do, I don't even use like TikTok like text for that exact reason, because it's so bad. So I literally just downloaded like the font that TikTok uses, and I just copied like the stroke and the drop shadow basically on my Premiere. Trying to hit my PR on Cyberground. I don't know why, but I just can't ever do it. I try my best to, but I mean that's just how it's gonna work. I mean that's the whole thing about a personal best, right? Is that it's the best you've ever done. So you're not gonna just beat that all the time. How do you do that jackhammer plus rocket freeze? What do you mean? Best way to improve in Cybergrind and enemy priority? Dude, I can't wait for the red tutorials. Dude. Yes, Kirby. Kirby needs to lock in on Cybergrind, dude. Use some of my friends as guinea pigs to test first, though. So does the strat change for wave 150 plus? Yeah. You'll definitely want to be like mosh pitting more and like those higher waves than you would like, say like this, like wave 80. But yeah, you also just have to be like a lot more attentive in general, since there's just like a lot more to keep track of essentially. Come on, bro. How is that not my Knuckle Blaster range? What? How? Damn it. Getting trolled here. Ah, I can charge back. Dude, I don't know what the fuck the ink splatter tech is, dude. I really don't. I just realized we basically have the same amount of followers on TikTok. Wait, really? After I finish 1-4 and T2 any percent, I may try to do more Cybergrind. Dude, yeah. Definitely, dude. You have like 5 more than me. Dude, that's funny. Damn, that's actually crazy though. I mean, I don't know if abused would be the word that I would use. Yeah, I'm deadass. I have no idea what the ink splatter tech is. Who the hell naming tech after me, dude? I didn't invent shit. Oh, fuck. I mean to punch the screwdriver. I fucking piercer, please. Oh, dude. My gosh, bro. How did I almost die there, dude? Is there any weapon you think that should be buffed? Yeah, a lot actually, I would say. Definitely default sharpshooter. I think that the rocket launcher primary fire should do more damage. This is brutal difficulty. Those are the first two that come off the top of my head. But yeah. Yeah, I want to name things, so I just name failed versions of tech within a group of like 4 people, and then no one else knows. Yeah, the secret Kirby tech. Splatter tech is where you splatter oil everywhere, set it on fire, and then stand in it for iframes. Where did you hear that, dude? Where did you hear that that was called ink splatter tech, dude? Really, we bring back auto sledge for default sharpshooter? Trust me, it wasn't broken. What? Wait, what is that? Wait, I actually don't know what that is. Auto sludge for default sharpshooter? Like what? I don't call it anything, dude. Like that's literally what I call it. I literally just call it standing in the fire. Like for iframes. I definitely did not invent that. Yeah. I know sludge. And in fraud patch, it was broken and hitting a coin with right click auto did it. Seriously? Dude. Early fraud patch was something else, bro. I'm sure you remember when the jumpstart could just instantly proc, like just from throwing it out, and you could just spam throw it out and just get a million conduction procs. Yeah, I've never heard anybody call it ink splatter tech, and I don't know who or why or where that even came from. I'm like just now hearing about this. No way you didn't know about that, Kirby. I think that was like I want to say like either like the first or the second fraud patch where that was broken. How long have I been live? I don't know, honestly. Oh, okay, wait, I see it on TikTok. I've been live for almost 4 hours now. Broad nail gun being broken and not working sometimes, so I played on down patch version for a bit. Or jumpstart. Yeah, it's still broken. It's still broken. By the way, we were talking about that earlier. Apparently there's a mod that fixes it. That fixes it. Believe it or not. Yeah. He decided, it'll be fine. Time to work on 7-S. Production can stay broken. W grind set. Hello? Get canceled, you fucking idiot? What the hell was that? All of us getting jobs in 7-S, yeah. Yeah, what's crazy is that it's literally only broken with nails. So like the damage adding from saws still works perfectly fine. Oh yeah, you're right. Ate that. Did I wait? Did I say 7? It's the most BS bugs or glitch you ever encountered? I don't know about BS, but do I have a favorite weapon? Yeah, I really like the marksman revolver. Yeah, I don't know about BS, honestly. But I would say like the most common glitch that I get is fucking, what do you call it? Where the cyberground like miscounts the amount of enemies. And so like there's just like one enemy that's left and then the next wave just starts. I am not an Etria Kanta, but he is goated. I don't know. On the Cyberground leaderboards, I am Casanova. That's my Steam user. It's wave 255. There are cheated scores on there. There's like 2 cheated scores above me. So technically, or maybe I'm like, maybe there's 3. I'm either like 10th or 11th. But yeah, my personal best is 255 on the leaderboard. To fight with my headset for like 5 minutes because it decided to stop working. Yeah. Yeah, there's the Cyberground leaderboards are like vaguely moderated. So cheated scores are like my god, am I fucking retarded? Cheats Infernal mentioned, yeah. You should tell Akita to make you a Cybergrind leaderboard moderator, surely. Yeah. Surely, dude. No, I'm not playing on controller. Are you out of your mind? Had people find out that they're cheated scores? Well, I mean, sometimes it's obvious, like it's a wave 1,000 or something. And other times, like, it's basically, okay, so the world record is 463 pre-fraud, right? So anything that's above that, it's cheated, basically. Yeah, power's goated. You can download overpowered mods and get to like wave 600 and it will count for a leaderboard. Yeah, pretty much, I assume. But I don't think people actually like go that far. I don't know how they do it, honestly. Because I know for a fact that like for some reason like wave 495 is like a really like common score that's like a cheated score that like comes up on the leaderboard. Like it's really common for it to be wave 495 for whatever reason. Yeah, because pretty much all of the players that like like with very like few exceptions, like basically all of the players that like are better than me, like above me on the leaderboard, like they're like well-known players basically. I think there's like 2 people like above me that like I don't think anybody knows who they are, basically. That aren't, like, obviously cheated. I don't know, dude. Some of them do. Like, the ones, I mean, like... It's actually kind of bad. Like, some of them actually do. Like, so there's, like... I know that there's one Cybergrind Wave cheat, but that one's, like, an actual cheat. So you have to have cheats on in order to activate it, which is great. But like there are like other ones, like especially if they're supposedly like joke ones, they're gonna keep your score. So I imagine there are lots of ways to like get like scummy scores, and then they're just like never like nothing can be done about them because there's no like automatic like moderation, right? So like Ultrakill doesn't check if you're on a modded client like when it submits your score, right? So there's like what can you do? Like, who's moderating the scores that aren't, like, above the world record, right? And so that's the, like, the main problem. What revolvers do I use? I use default marksman, slab, sharp, and default piercer. Someday get on that leaderboard. Yeah, dude, you definitely can. I think that high Cybergrind wave PR score should be recorded even if it's not high quality. Yeah, so, but that's the thing that I was talking about, right? So, like basically, like, the top 10 players, like, the ones, like, the ones that are for sure legitimate, like, the most legitimate top scores, they're, like, well-known people in the community, like, QDC, Anatria Kanta, Toasty, or, you know, they're at the very least, like, active in the community, like, Swag Gamer. Yeah, that happened with P-1 any percent. I was playing a stupid joke mod and got a 113. Just still better than my real PB, which is a 114. Yeah. So it's pretty unfortunate. So yeah, what actually needs to happen is that there needs to be some sort of like auto moderation that like checks if there's like a mod, if it's like a modded client. And ideally, it would check if it's like a gameplay altering mod, right? So that way it doesn't affect like cosmetic mods, like music ones, or like what I use with like the style and whatnot. I'm like, maybe that there it draws a line. Somebody's got to draw a line somewhere. Like, is style toasts considered a fucking dead here? I'm busy talking, dude. I'm not paying attention. But yeah, would you consider style toast to be like not a cosmetic mod? Because technically it is taking like your information that is on your like your style HUD, and it's like putting it in the world, right? So you don't actually have to look at your HUD to see it, right? So would you consider that an advantage over somebody who doesn't have that? Is there a third-party leaderboard that's actually legit? No. I mean, the third-party leaderboard is basically like the post-fraud personal best, basically. So like, and QTC is still the world record holder for that anyways, so. But like, there are other ones too. So like, health bar mod, like I would consider that like game altering, even though it is technically only like a visual thing. That was ancient though. It was like well over a year and a half ago now, so I do want to actually beat the cheated time. Yeah, just add that to your list of things you got to do. Running 1-4 and P2 any percentage. What percentage of players do you think cheat their scores? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I imagine that it's like a small percentage, but like I said, that doesn't even account for like, because think about how many people like honestly, like I would be fine if they made it to where like just like no modded clients could be put on the leaderboard. Like I would be fine with that. I would be fine like playing vanilla for leaderboard scores, honestly. But based on how often and how quickly like cheated scores go on the leaderboard, even when they get like fixed, like it's pretty disappointing. Got in a competition with Awkward and Pop Tart and P2. Any? I'm so cooked. You're getting dead last. Dude, how? I thought you were the GOAT of P2. Well, I guess not any percentage, but. Never, Delta. They're never coming. Never. Hell no. When did I get my highest? Technically I got it pre-fraud. So it was weight 255. And Awkward's like, you know, awkward. That's why you just gotta... Kirby's gonna have to fucking find some new route in order to beat them. It's not like I want you to run anyway. Yeah. I would be totally fine if they were like no modded clients. Yeah. My gosh, got annihilated, idiot. Like, what is he doing, dude? Where are you going, bro? Okay, no chargeback, I guess. Still no chargeback? Dude, how does Kirby actually know the fucking lyrics, dude? Promise to sing that song for your 1K special? Wait, Kirby, am I even subscribed to you on YouTube? I just realized that. I need to check. I have no idea, actually. Damn, I'm not. He subscriber mogs me. Wait, you have a Discord too? Ideal, I just subbed you when you said you streamed on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Boom, now I'm a Kirby maniac. Yeah, they were talking to me about like they were talking to me about like me opening up my own Discord, dude, and I'm not a fan of the idea, dude. I can't lie. That parry actually saved my life. Dude, like, well, for starters, like, I'm rarely on Discord. like I really do not use that app that much. So, cause like I'm in Komi's Discord, right, dude? I'm basically a lurker, dude. Which, actually, that's not even true either, because I don't even lurk. I'm just genuinely just not on Discord. And so, like, also, like, I wouldn't want to be like responsible for a Discord, you know, if that makes sense. You didn't even know I was in Komi's Discord? Yeah. I've sent like maybe like 2 or 3 Cybergrind clips in like the Ultrakill channel, and that's it. Pretty much. That's like my entire like digital footprint, basically. But yeah, I don't use Discord, and I don't want to be like reliable for... Ah, see, I can charge back sentries. I don't want to be responsible for Discord, and I don't want to bother like being in charge of moderators or whatever. Which is why I said that, like, if like somebody else... That's why I'm kind of like I've been mooching off of like when people ask if I have a Discord, I've been like, I'm in Komi's Discord. I haven't had to ban or mute a single person on my Discord. That's nice. Which I wish I could like confidently say that like that there aren't like people in my community that I wouldn't see myself like having to fucking mute or ban if I had a Discord. Dude, leave me alone. Fucking jank. Like, what are you fucking doing right now, dude? Stop with the hands. Used to have specific rules, but I had to change them because I had one really strict mod which annoyed me. So yeah, now they're just don't be rude. Yeah, because that's the other thing, right? Too, like, you can literally like have a moderation team and then they can be bad too. The infamous Discord mods, dude. Yeah, I want very little to do with that. But yeah, that's why I said, like, if somebody else owned like a fan server, like I would like support that, like a community server. That way, if shit goes south with that, you know, that's not my problem. Wasn't a bad person, he was just really strict. Yeah. But like, yeah, I didn't mean that he was like a bad person. That's not what I meant. I just meant it like that's just like another factor that you can't really control and just have to sort of account for, and like really just like take accountability for. Like I just want I just don't want the responsibility at all of like taking care of a Discord, if that makes sense. I wouldn't recommend any quality of life mods. I don't even know like what quality of life mods would entail that wouldn't be like game altering. That wouldn't be like soft cheating, basically. Dicey. Gutterman's pissing me off. I do plan to make a V2 on my server since I didn't really take the Discord too seriously at the beginning, which makes it a bit awkward to use. Oh yeah, there's no like fancy like intro thing where you like pick your roles or anything. Yeah, advanced Discord stuff. What? Did I die to the insert stomp, dude? That is some insane range right there. Do you have any tips to get better? I've P-ranked all the main levels, but I want more. If you want to get good at the cyber grind, you kind of just have to play the cyber grind. But if you want to get good at the levels, you have to play the levels. So, like, they're two different environments, really. The only one I'm thinking of installing just makes the things on the right more noticeable. Like those ones that appear when you hit a combo or do a move. What do you mean? What do you mean? If you want to get good at speedrunning, you don't, because it's horrible. Yeah, pretty much. Truth nuke. Fuck was that? Oh, because I'm on the fucking Discord webpage, dude. I just realized. I was like, I have my notifications for Discord off. I don't know how the fuck came up. Getting 50 millisecond improvements for 1 month of my life is worth it in 1-4. Yeah, what place was that put you on the leaderboards for 1-4 Kirby? Curious. Dude, Kirby, they're calling you out in the Discord. dissing the cyber grind behind my back. How do you learn all the techniques for the cyber grind? Is it just all playtime? Well, I mean, you can kind of just pick whatever techniques like you want to learn and then just use those. Like there's no like strict like there's no like strict like tech that you must use this for cyber grind. If you want to get highways, you must use this tech. That was months ago. Okay. That was months ago, dude. That's so funny, dude. Talking about Elden Ring 2 in there? Okay. Okay. Respect it. I do love me some Elden Ring. Like, what the fuck, bro? Absolutely zero style. I'm the one that slanders all of Ultrakill. Dude, yeah. I'm supposed to be grinding for like a no-hit playthrough of Elden Ring. And I've like put it on hold because I've been playing so much cyber grind. Like I've been grinding for a PB on cyber grind. You're trying to do a no-hit and got a 2-hit PB and then stop, dude. We should both lock in on that together. Like, cause I really want to get it, dude. Cause what I want to do is I want to get an any percentage, and then I want to do an all great runes run, and then I want to submit those both to team hit lists. And then after I do that, like I'll probably just like copy what Gino does and just like do a bunch of ones like with my own rules, basically. Yeah, definitely should lock in on the Elden Ring no hit. I know, same, but I'm so watching Elden Ring now. I also completely forgot the route. Yep, that's basically what happened to me, dude. And like, dude, I tried playing it again like recently. I'm like, dude, honestly, I think the best way to learn it is to like do like no reset runs, which I guess is just like actual attempts at that point. But like, when you have to like begrudgingly like go through the entire like campaign and like restart like when you fuck up, like I think that's like the best way to like get the route like burned into your brain, basically. And it's also like the best way to learn, I feel like, because like I feel like it's a lot easier to learn when you like have to actually like face the punishment of like starting over. So yeah. But I mean, I haven't gotten it either. I think I've gotten like 4 hits on a no reset run. And my last hit was on Fire Giant, believe it or not. But dude, like, I probably have like the entire like Fair Missoula like running section, like bird section, like do not have that like memorized at all, dude. I could not just go back and do that right now. To be fair, dude, no, I was no. I was talking about no hitting. Yeah. I've definitely never attempted to speedrun Elden Ring. Two hits from the golem on the bridge, the snow area. Oh, really? Dang, dude. Dude, but that's so easy though. Malekith? Well, I guess that's what we get hit by. How many attempts have you done at it anyways? Was that not a parry? What the fuck is that? Cyber guy stream where I only talk to Kirby, man. Yeah. Surely, dude, surely. What's a good Souls game to start with? Someone recommended Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is not a bad game to start with. I personally started with Dark Souls 1, mainly because as they've sort of like made new games, they add more like features, and like to like have those features and then go back to an old game for me is just like really awkward. So I prefer to like start at the game where like their sort of like core ideas hadn't really like developed yet. And so I sort of like fell in love with the games, like starting with Dark Souls 1 and then seeing like how it changed like throughout. So yeah, I played Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3, and then I played Elden Ring, and then I'm playing Sekiro and Bloodborne right now. Sekiro definitely is not that hard, dude. I think about 25 hours of attempts or something like that. Dude, that's actually insane. I have not given it that much. Yeah, Dark Souls 1, dude. Beautiful game, dude. Yeah. If you're asking for my recommendations, I'd definitely say start with Dark Souls 1 and then go through the whole trilogy. I mean, it kind of depends. Like, if you want to eventually like play all the games, I think that's the best order to go in. But if you really only like want to know, like, if you really only want to play the good ones, not gonna lie, then yeah, just play like Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Low key. I see that charge back. Heard you can parry, and I like parry games. But what the fuck is posture, bro? If you're talking about in Sekiro, posture in Sekiro is literally just kind of like poise in Elden Ring, where it's effectively their health bar in Sekiro. But the more you attack and the more you deflect, the more like posture damage you deal. And then when you deal enough posture damage, you're able to like riposte them. And then it's like a fixed number of ripostes that will like kill the boss basically. How hard are Souls games? I feel like there's no way they're as easy as Hollow Knight. Dude, they're really not that hard. I'll be honest, dude. Well, okay, I'll say that the Dark Souls games are harder, but I would say that like Elden Ring and Sekiro are really not that hard. And the only reason I say that is because really what makes the Souls games hard for like a first playthrough is like how willing you are to like try something different, because the game will like give you like a ton of stuff to use on bosses and shit, and if you use like basically everything that's given to you, you'll have such an easy time. And that's mostly true for Elden Ring and Sekiro, but it's still true for like Dark Souls games. So is it all glazing the difficulty? Yeah, people definitely overestimate like the difficulty of the Souls games. But then on the other hand, I'll say some people actually, I'm not gonna comment on the Souls community. That's a whole nother rabbit hole, dude. What the fuck is my... So annoying, dude. Down, bro. Especially Dark Souls 1. I feel like Dark Souls 1 was like unironically really easy with the exception of like 3 bosses. Yeah, dude. I beat most of the Dark Souls 1 bosses on like my first attempt. But yeah, most of the bosses just have like such little health. So like you can literally just like, if you can just like get a upgraded weapon early, like you can just blast through the game basically. But yeah, I beat ONS on my first attempt, dude. Quote unquote hardest base game boss. And again, like as I reiterate, like Dark Souls 1 was like my first Souls game. What is P5? Persona 5? Dude, it's kind of making me want to hop on Elden Ring, like the more and more we talk about it. How hard is the Elden Ring DLC? Dude, that's a good question. It depends, honestly. It really does depend. No, you fat fuck. Oh, by their street cleaner. Yeah, it really just depends. Like, I think it depends, like, how leveled your character is, how, like, intuitive you are with dodging, and what tools, like, you're willing to use. Yeah, that's a good way of like boiling it down, I think. Like it's based on exploration, which like that's basically the point that they were trying to make. So but yeah, most bosses can definitely just be blasted through by just like over leveling and having a mimic tier. Learning was stupid hard for me because I hate exploring in like 99% of games. I'm a very linear player. That is valid as fuck, dude. And that is why I love Dark Souls 3, dude. Because you just pick up Sellsword Twin Blades and you blast through the entire video game. No. There's definitely way more than 10 fun bosses in Elden Ring, dude. Even base game, dude. Oh, talking about Hollow Knight? Oh. I've never played Hollow Knight. Fucking gutter tank. I mean gutter man. Why is happening? What's up, Comey? Why is he spinning, dude? What is that? Fucking weird ass insert? Not what I wanted. Wait, and fucking Gutterman's trolling me again. Jesus. Dude, I know, like, what was that, bro? Or maybe I was spinning, dude. How did I not get hit by that? How did I get pushed by the fucking Cerberus dash, but not lose style? What the heck was that? I have 1400 hours. the fuck is wrong with this fucking Maurice, dude? Shit. Yeah, I need to grab a drink as well, dude. Fucking got a dry ass mouth right now from talking for almost 4 hours straight. Getting 8 hit stops in a row. I mean, I don't know how to do that like super Death Star like wave transition. Shit. Chaos on screen is oddly reminiscent of Devil Daggers, except in that game you only have one weapon, and the arena continues to shrink the longer you play. Does sound pretty interesting, but I've never heard of that game. Yeah, but you have to like time it properly with like the end of the wave, which I have very little interest in doing, not gonna lie. Yeah, 0% interest. Go home. I want to go home. Fuck. Surely we do death stack and cyber grind. Yeah. Surely, dude. Surely. All right, well, I definitely have to call that as the last one. Because, dude, my arm is genuinely hurting, dude. Wow. 4.5 hour stream, you guys. But we actually got to two pretty good runs. Wave 124 and wave 116. Yeah, do the hand exercises. Yeah, surely Kirby knows about the hand exercises, right? Devil Daggers is an interesting game. Final boss appears around the 500-second mark, but even after you beat it, the game keeps going. People have gotten up to 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm talking about the one in the UKSR guide section. We watched it like on stream. Well, I say we watched it. I like skimmed through it, basically. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for everybody who stopped by, and have a good one.